Hi guys and welcome. In today's video I'd like to explain to you guys how anybody with just a wee bit of effort can make tons of money passively. How we're going to make this passive income is we're going to have a vending business, and how I recommend starting this business is with gumball machines, and I'm going to show you guys how I would recommend doing that, just because that is the cheapest option for a beginner, and it's kind of a user-friendly thing because there's not much that can go wrong with a gumball machine, especially some of the ones I'm going to show you guys today. So the first thing I want you to do is head over to your Google and type in candymachines.com, just like that. Go ahead and hit enter. Alright, so once you get here, it might look a little confusing. There's stuff everywhere. First off, I'm just going to go ahead and click on the little X down here. Go ahead and get that out of our way, just so it don't confuse us. I want you to scroll all the way down to the bottom to where you see vending business for kids. Go ahead and click on that. So before you get into this, you kind of need an understanding of what it is. So what I'd recommend doing is sitting down with your parent or guardian if they're available and go ahead and read all this. It looks like a lot, but it's really not. It's just in bullet points. You see down through here. Go ahead and make sure you understand it, and we'll be right back, guys. So when it actually comes to purchasing your first machine, you can use any kind of website that you'd like to do that. I know Amazon sells them. I know there's plenty of other actually just, vending companies that will. I've always used candymachines.com. I've never had a problem with them. They've been great to me. Customer service is great. So that's what we're going to use today, but feel free to try your own websites. What I want you to do is go up here to this blue thing and hit gumball machines, and then single gumball machines on a stand. Scroll down till you see this Rhino Pro metal gumball machine. Click on it. This is my favorite starter machine. It's just a single head gumball machine. It's kind of what it looks like. So all the machine has to it is up here at the top of the machine. You just take your key and you unscrew the lock, put your gumballs in, and then your customer will put a quarter in the little mech right there. Turn it, and then the quarter will drop down and his gumball will come out this flap right here. Why I specifically went to this machine, mainly because of this corn joy right here. I think this is the main Rhino single head that has the coin drawer, and remember, for the deal to work it has to be a Rhino machine. So how that coin drawer works is once you go to collect, right, you don't want to be in the establishment for a extended period of time, kind of, distracting customers and everything. So all you have to do is take your key, go up to your machine, turn it, and then pull out the drawer full of coins, dump it in your bag, put it back. That's it. With a lot of their other machines, you actually have to take the machine's head off. So you have to unscrew the lock, take the lid off, take the head off with the gumballs, try not to spill it, and then you have to lift up the actual mechanism, and then there's a little container of quarters down there at the bottom. And it's a lot of hassle. It's not worth the time. And once you get like 10, 12 of these, you'll thank me later. So guys, we actually do have quite a few options over here for the Rhino Pro gumball machine. First off, we got the collar. I have actually only went with the red metal. It looks great. Free to play around with any of these other collars. I personally just like the red. So for your items to vend, this is completely up to you guys. But one problem I have with the candy and vending them is that in most establishments, especially when you're starting out, it's not commercial or anything, sometimes the candy will go bad in the actual machine, and it's kind of a big deal because if you buy a whole container of, like peanut M&Ms, it's way more expensive to replace those M&Ms if they do go bad than it is to just throw a couple more 4-cent gumballs in there. So what I would recommend going with is the gumballs. Now for your coin mechanism, I would go ahead and just get the 25¢. That way you're not throwing in the extra $15. Um, I don't think you need the beaver. I've never had any problems with the normal one. I've had these machines for about a year now. Now this one is a personal preference, but if you're starting out, I'm sure you're wanting to save as much money as possible. So I would just go with the Monster Heavy Duty cast iron stand. But if you are wanting the chrome stand, you can of course look at the pictures and see what it looks like. It kind of reminds me of a barbershop chair. That's why I don't like it. And I don't know if it will, but I was always afraid that it would show more hair and, dirt and grime on the actual base of the machine. But it's totally a personal choice. After that, all you gotta do is hit add to cart. Then it'll take you to your actual cart. There is payment plans. I've never tried them. I think they're interest free. Yeah, it says interest free right here. That's completely up to you. I've never tried them. But something you do want to do is come down here to where it says add coupon. I want you to type in 2024 with a capital J and hit apply. This will remove $14.25 to your actual order. So yeah, just a little code for you guys. Sadly, you cannot add more than one coupon code at a time. There is the coupon saved down there, but I do believe that the 2024J does take off like 5% more than the coupon save. After that, all you gotta do is secure checkout and then type in all your information, blah blah blah. If you do already have an LLC, make sure to go ahead and down here at the billing, it'll ask for your business's name. Go ahead and put that in. Just that way it kind of helps when you're bouncing the receipts and everything. So as for now, the coupon code 2024J, it works great. I think it's around 10%. Don't quote me on that. I haven't done the math for it and stuff. But if that ever fails, this is what I would use. But as I was reading on it, turns out that it doesn't actually help you save any money with that coupon code. But if that coupon code does go bye-bye, just go ahead and set this up. All you have to do is send them a picture of you with your machine on the location, and then write them at least a paragraph explaining why you started the business and what your goals are with it. And they will give you up to 10% off of your order if of the $100. So that's $10 off 100. Every little bit counts, and I'll show you what we're going to use that money for next. Guys, next up we're going to have to get some gumballs, of course, to put in our machine. There are a couple of options for this. My personal favorite is I just go to my local Sam's Club, and it seems to be the cheapest place that I can find them. And I'll pick up a case or two of these double bubble gumballs. This is exactly what you want for your machine. They're nice and cheap. There it shows you right there how much money you would get for the whole box. That's pretty insane. I mean, that's almost 2 new machines, and it's a great start. Another positive about buying these boxes of gumballs is it does come with the label for your actual machine. So with that label, you just put some tape on the inside, slap it on there, and that'll show everything your customers need to know about your gumballs. Now, before you go to your local Sam's Club, not all Sam's actually have it. It took me a while to finally find one that did, but just put in your local Sam's Club up here, and it will let you know if they have it or not, guys. So plan B, if you don't have a Sam's membership or your Sam's doesn't currently have them, I would just go back to candymachines.com. They totally do sell them. You are going to pay just a little bit more for it, but remember to use your coupon code. That'll knock your price down 10% or whatever it is. These do also come with the labels, so that's a plus. Now, if you don't want to go with your classic gumballs, which if you don't go with the classic gumballs, I would recommend going ahead and getting a 50-cent mech for your machine. That's completely up to you, but with custom gumballs, there will be less of a profit margin. But if you go to candymachines.com, there is hundreds of different options. So if we go to all bought gumballs, you can kind of just see, like, there's even the fancy fruit ones, there's cotton candy. I mean, there's just any kind of gumball you imagine. But as you can see, they are pricey, and you are going to have to probably get that 50-cent mech. Next up is finding a new home for your machines, a business that would be willing to take in your machine. So something to keep in mind is you're not going to want to go to franchises. You're going to want to go to local businesses. So like, the local diners, your local salons, local garages, restaurants, anything like that. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to tell them, hey, give them your age, especially if you're under 18. Explain to them that you're trying to start a business, you're trying to get ahead in life, and hopefully they're going to want to help you. Tell them that it's no cost to them. All you're going to do is put your gumball machine, kind of tuck it away by a doorway or by a break room, something like that. It's not going to bother them, and you're going to want to find out some key points about it, do your research. You can say, it occupies children, that way parents will eat longer if it's a restaurant, browse longer if it's a store, stuff like that. It just kind of helps with the appeal of the retail store or the restaurant or whatever you're putting it in. Also, some people are going to want a percent of the income that you get, or some people may want you to donate a percent to charity, and that's perfectly fine. Starting out, you may not want to go with these people. If you want to, go ahead, no problem. They typically ask anywhere from like 5 to 20% of your your net profit. Always take it out of the net, not the revenue. But if they ask for a charity and you decide you want to go with them, you need to find the charity of your choice, whatever that is, set it up to where you can donate to them. Let them know that you're using that charity, make sure they're okay with it. Hopefully you get that location, put your machine in there, get it all stocked up. Now that we've done all the hard work, it's time for the fun part. All that we're going to have to do after we get our machine on location, with these single heads, you can go to check it, once a month, once every 2 months. That anticipation is going to be killing you, so I'm sure you're going to go, at the end of the first week, into the second week. I typically go to check all of my machines every 2 weeks, kind of a happy in between. What you're going to go do is make sure you have gumballs on stand just in case you need them. If you do, go ahead and pour them in top. Then you're going to want to take the money out of it and enjoy your earnings. With that money that you get, I'm sure you're going to want to splurge yourself and buy some stuff and actually enjoy it. And it is going to start slow, With my first machine, I think I started out making, $5.50 a week. I have a video explaining that. But I think it was about $5.50 a week. But I took that, and I was also working a little part-time gig for one of my neighbors. And I took the money from both of those, and I just kept putting them together into my business. And, now it's a 5-figure business. Alrighty, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say. That's how I would recommend getting started in the passive income game. Hopefully, your machines can lead to claw machines, which I can do a video on that if you guys like. And those claw machines can lead to, bigger machines, commercial jobs, to hopefully rental properties, and then, that's your retirement. Go live life, enjoy time with family. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. We'll catch you next time. Goodbye.